Hello and welcome to this video from Heybridge High School Maths Department. Today we're going to look at objective NP7.2, the complement of a fraction. When the numerator and denominator of a fraction are equal, the fraction is equivalent to 1. So if we have a look at our examples, we have 2 over 2 is equal to 1. This is because when I simplify the fraction, I divide the numerator and the denominator by the highest common factor of both. So where the numerator and denominator are the same, that number will be the highest common factor. So I divide through by 2 and I will get 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. Similarly with this one, I would divide the numerator and denominator by 5 and I would get 1 over 1. And with 783 over 783, I would divide both numbers by 783, and that would give me 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. Two fractions which have the same denominator and which add up to 1 are said to be complementary. So for example, 2/3 plus 1/3 equals 3 over 3, which is equal to 1. We say that 1/3 is the complement of 2/3. We could also say that 2/3 is the complement of 1/3. So let's have a look at a simple example. We want to find the complement of 3/4. So we need our numerators to add up to 4 because our denominator is 4 and there are 4 quarters in a whole one. So 3 plus 1 is 4, so the complement of 3/4 is 1/4. I could also work this out in another way. I could start off by expressing 1 as 4/4. Then I could take away the 3/4. What I am left with will be the complement of 3/4, which is 1/4. So for more complicated examples, this second method will be easier. And remember, when you're subtracting one fraction from another or adding one fraction to another, you don't add the denominators, they stay the same. You only add or subtract the numerators. So here's a second example, and there are a few more numbers missing here. So if we have a look at this first denominator here, I know that complementary fractions have to have the same denominator. So I know that that denominator is going to be 5. I also know that fractions that are equal to 1 have the same numerator and the same denominator. So that's going to be 5. So I have to add something onto 2 to get to 5. So that's going to be 3. And again, using the method, the second method from the previous slide, I could start with my 5 over 5 once I'd filled in this number, subtract that, subtract from that 2/5, and that will leave me with 3/5. So 3/5 is the complement of 2/5. So find the complement of 17 over 73. So I know that 73 over 73 is equal to 1. And from that, I'm going to subtract 17 over 73. And that's going to leave me with a complement which has a denominator of 73. So I'm going to work out 73, take away 17. You may want to do this mentally, you may want to use a written method. And that will give me 56. So the complement of 17 over 73 is 56. So I now want to find the complement of 1092 over 3187. So I need to express 1 as a fraction with a denominator of 3,187. So as we said, our numerator and our denominator will be the same. Then we're going to take away 1092 over 3,187. What we'll be left with is our complement. So we know that our denominator will be 3,187. So we're just going to do 3,187, take away 1092, and this will give us our numerator. And there we are. So the complement of 1092 over 3,187 is 2,095 over 3,187. And that is how you find the complement of any fraction. Thank you for watching.